Wyoming Republican Senator John Barrasso joins me now from Capitol Hill. He is a member of the Foreign Relations Committee. Senator, thank you so much for joining me. First off, I want to play a little sound from the Foreign Relations Committee Chairman Bob Corker a little bit earlier with our Casey Hunt.
It's important for continuity. You know, when agreements are made between allies, it's always best. Your default position should always be to follow through on what's been committed to. On the other hand, I don't. If this could be one of those things that's so out of line and so bad that maybe it needs to be looked at. I just don't know enough about it.
Is this something that is so out of line, so bad that it needs to be reconsidered?
Well, Senator Corker and I have just visited. I don't know exactly what happened in the phone conversation, but I think it's important for the President of the United States to be able to have open and direct communication, phone calls with others from around the world leaders. So I agree with the direction the President is heading. He now has his Secretary of State in place, who was confirmed in a bipartisan vote last night, and I visited with the Secretary of State this morning. So I'm looking forward to, in a positive way, to a change in the direction of foreign policy with President Trump and Rex Tillerson.
Australia has been a military ally of ours since World War II. Do you think there needs to be a change in the foreign policy with Australia?
No, I do not. I was in Australia this past year visiting with American troops from Wyoming.
Are you
who were there
concerned, though, that
working
Australia might take
side.
those troops out, given the contentiousness of the relationship, or the foot that's starting out with Mr. Trump and Prime Minister Turnbull?
Well, as I said, I don't know exactly what was said in that conversation last Saturday. I just know the news reports, but I think it's important for leaders of great nations to have open and open discussions, frank discussions of the state of the world. So, no, I support those discussions to continue. We have a great relationship with Australia. It needs to continue in terms of being a trading partner, in terms of commerce, but certainly also in terms of military, as we right now, we have fought side by side with the Australians. We have troops on the ground right now training and working side by side in Australia.
Now, let's talk a little bit about Iran. President Trump just a few minutes ago said that military action against Iran is not off the table. This is a day after Mike Flynn came out and put that nation on notice. What exactly does on notice mean, and are you ready for a potential for military action in Iran if it gets there?
Well, we know Iran continues to be a major sponsor of terror, using a lot of the money that Barack Obama sent to Iran in Iran's effort to be a terrorist organization. So I think it's appropriate for Iran to be put on notice by this administration. And I will tell you, one of the things that Barack Obama did so poorly is tell what he would or would not do. Donald Trump and his administration will never broadcast to the enemy what the plans are or are not. Nothing is off the table, and Iran needs to get used to that.
Well,
Iran has been violating the UN agreement with regard to their ballistic tests. Those continue. What they're used to doing is being able to violate. They had not been complying with the agreement, and President Obama wasn't enforcing it. Things are now going to be enforced.
Well, this is certainly not a red line, but I'm just a little confused, and I think a lot of people are confused in the country about what exactly on notice means. Is that saying that there's going to be more sanctions if they continue doing ballistic missile tests? Does it go beyond sanctions to some sort of military operation potentially? What does on notice mean?
Well, I am delighted that you are confused and so many others are confused, and I hope the Iranians are confused as well.
Do you think the American people should be confused?
They don't know what it means. The Iranians don't know what it means, so they're going to have to be much more careful in their belligerent actions than they were when Barack Obama was in the White House.
I understand that point, Senator. My question is, should the American public be confused?
The American public has heard what the White House said. Iran is on notice. The American people also objected to the Iranian deal, which gave the Iranians lots of money to be used for terror and basically was an end run around Congress. They didn't come to the United States. President Obama didn't come to the United States Senate. Instead, he took the agreement to the United Nations, not the elected representatives of the people, because President Obama knew he could not get support here at home for the Iranian deal. It was a bad deal. I was against it from the beginning. And I think the American people know, as do the Iranians, what it means now to be on notice.
And we do have a Gallup poll for you, Senator. 47% of Americans think that Donald Trump is moving too fast in addressing addressing major problems facing this country. That is not quite more than half, but it is a good portion of this country who are worried about things just going a little too quickly and are confused about what the president is doing. Do you understand the concerns of folks out in America who want to go to sleep at night and know that tomorrow President Trump's not going to declare war with the country?
The American people are also very concerned about the point that the Democrats have been in opposition to even forming a cabinet, even letting Donald Trump get his cabinet confirmed.
Are those
They
two
continue to
mutually
try
exclusive?
to slow down the process. It's important for a president to be able to stand up his government, to get his administration fully staffed with individuals who are confirmed, and that's where we need to go. But once again today, Democrats have boycotted meetings, have gotten in the way of the cabinet. At this point, when Barack Obama was president, he had his full cabinet in place. Donald Trump deserves the same thing so he can continue to move forward on the things he was elected to accomplish.
Point taken on that. But is it mutually exclusive for Americans to maybe think that Donald Trump needs to have a cabinet in place, but also potentially be confused about where we stand when it comes to foreign relations and how we will be dealing with not only our allies, but those who we might not have a great relationship with?
Well, I think what we saw under President Obama is our allies no longer trusted us and our friends no longer feared us. And that is going to change under Donald Trump and this administration, where our allies know they will be able to trust us and our friends, where our enemies will fear us.
Senator John Barrasso of Wyoming, thank you very much for joining me and helping me clarify some of those points.
Thanks for having me.